Tell a story. When I was working in residential treatment, I had a boy there who, at 8 years old, had lost his mother. His mother got out of the shower, she had a heart attack, and he called the paramedics. And when he was calling the paramedics were at the door. She was laying on the floor, and he was trying to get her dressed because he didn't want the paramedics to see her without any clothes on. The whole time paramedics are trying to get in, he's not letting them in. Paramedics finally got in. At that point, she was deceased. The young man didn't have a dad, or dad was not in his life, went to live with his deceased mom's sister, who every day reminded that child that he was the reason she was dead. If you had let the paramedics in, my sister would still be alive. Your mother would be alive. Needless to say, he had a lot of weight on his shoulders with that. Blamed himself every single day for what happened. He was in that facility because he had to be kicked out of school because he had been violent. Looking at the story, he wouldn't be, right? One day I got a text in the morning telling me that there was a crisis. I needed to come over immediately. And when I got there, he was hitting out windows. He had assaulted a staff member, and he was hitting out windows in this facility with a golf club. And as they're telling me what's going on, they're saying, well, he wanted cereal in the morning. We didn't give him the cereal, so he took the cereal anyways. And they just described this whole situation. It started with a bowl of cereal, and then it escalated into this young man assaulting somebody and hitting windows out. And I was furious, not with him, but at the adults dealing with him. Because I went in that room, and within 30 seconds, had him drop the golf club, because all I had to say to him is, I understand why you're upset. I would be upset too. And I understand why you're angry, and he dropped the golf club. That morning had nothing to do with a bowl of cereal. That was the anniversary of his mother's death. The worst possible day in his life. But because those staff members that were there at that point were only seeing that behavior as he's being defiant over a bowl of cereal, they weren't able to help him. And not only were they not able to help him, they completely escalated that situation into something it never should have been. So they couldn't see the problem, they couldn't solve the problem, and they only made the problem worse.